Welcome to Envision Broadcasting, the station designed to encourage, equip, and empower you for growth and success presents The Momentum Shift. A show where we get inspired, we get moving, and we get results. Every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern with your host, Eric Collier. He's the mayor of motivation and mental quicksand expert, bringing you inspiring interviews and empowering stories that will help to improve lives. If you're ready to start making the impossible possible, then you've joined the right show, because the momentum shift is what you've been looking for.
Affirmations, definitely looking at things, I listen to podcasts, so I listen to them as I'm driving, but motivational things, I do a lot of driving during the day, so that's a way. I don't even turn on the radio. That's what I listen to, a lot of those things that to keep me uplifted, keep pouring positivity in me and and walking in that.
Are you feeling stuck, dreaming of a life beyond your current boundaries? I'm Eric Collier, and I've been where you are. Now, as an international speaker, 3-time international best-selling co-author, veteran, and the host of the Momentum Shift podcast and radio show, I've dedicated my life to helping people just like yourself embark on a transformative journey to unlocking your inner greatness. With my wealth of experience and a proven track record, I guide individuals to break through barriers and create life-changing momentum shifts. Having been featured in news and magazine articles, on television shows, and spoken on stages like the National Press Club and Columbia University, my message has inspired people worldwide to turn the impossible into possible. On my show, the Momentum Shift podcast and radio show, I'm committed to sparking a movement that empowers others to shift momentum in their lives, offering motivational insights, interviews, and thought-provoking discussions. If you are ready to redefine what's possible and unlock your potential, then subscribe to my mailing list for exclusive content and updates. Join a community of motivated individuals just like yourself on the path to greatness. Subscribe now and transform your life at CericCollier.com. Hello and welcome to the Momentum Shift, the show designed to get you inspired, get you moving so you can get results. Why? Because we want you to turn the impossible into your new reality. Hello, I'm Eric Collier, the mayor of motivation and your host for the Momentum Shift podcast and radio show. If you listen to this show enough, you know it's all about shifting momentum. I want to bring people on this show who hit a wall and they continue to fight to get over it, to get through it, to get around it, whatever they can possibly do. And my guests today are proof that you can't hit a wall. You can't have that moment where you can shift momentum and keep moving forward, no matter what it is you're doing. So with me today, I have Sean and Tamara Turman. I had to say that name slowly because I didn't want to mess that up, because it's easy to say Thurman, but it's Turman. Sean and Tamara, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having us, Eric. We appreciate it.
As a brother and sister dynamic duo, I love it. I've got a older sister who's 5 years older than I am. My brother's 2 years younger than I am, but we're real tight. So I think it's great to have a brother and sister duo here who have gone into business with each other and they haven't beaten each other up yet.
Yeah.
So I'll start off with my favorite question to start this session off with. What does momentum shift mean to you, and how has it changed your life? I don't care who goes first. Just so you know, this is my first time having, on the momentum shift, having two people interviewing two people at the same time. So this is pretty cool, and it's on the same subject. Everybody's doing the same thing, so this is pretty cool. I'm enjoying it, but we got to start off with that question: what does the momentum shift mean to you, and how has it changed your life?
Well, momentum shift is important in terms of defining your purpose and understanding your purpose and shifting into what drives you to achieve that purpose. And so really digging deep and understanding what's the next step in your life, right? And the direction that you're going. And
Okay.
not only that, executing it. So
Yeah.
it's having that desire, and it can stay there all day long, but until you do something with it and actually execute upon it, that's when the true meaning is revealed, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I like that. Taking action. A lot of people won't take action. They'll read in the book all day long, but they won't move forward. Sean, would you like to chime in on that one?
Yeah, for us, the momentum shift was the physical dirt and grime of the world and
Uh,
not having a solution for it. So for me, it was having a toddler and a newborn at the time, and
yeah,
not having something to protect your bags, and just being, for lack of a better word, hopeless and desperate for something to cover your bags, to not be able to bring that dirt and grime back to the safe space of your home. For
yeah,
Tam, it was a little slightly different.
right.
Let her.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, it
Yeah.
was
Hold on,
covering.
before we go into that, hold on. Let's touch on because I did leave that out. I don't know how I left that part out. The two of you are co-founders of of the Pocketbook Protector, right? And your slogan is keep it clean and classy. So then when you hear Sean talking about having a newborn and protecting that bag, how many of us have when you have children, you got a book bag or you got a diaper bag, have ever had to experience that moment where you got to put your bag down somewhere and you like, ugh.
Exactly.
And so that's the problem that you solve here. That's what you're talking about, right, Sean?
Yep, that was a monumental momentum shift.
Yeah. And I think what you started this back in COVID, right?
Yeah, so it came
Oh,
out as an idea during COVID. Well, Tim actually had this idea for many years.
okay.
Uh, Not wanting to put her bag down, struggling in the restrooms, uh,
Yeah,
and just overall feeling the disgust of having all this germs on your bag and
yeah,
bringing it into your home.
yeah,
And I had a newborn at the time, and I was struggling with the typical man in the bathroom with a diaper bag
oh
and
my
and a
gosh.
stroller and a baby, and trying to change her at the time,
Yeah,
and the diaper bag being too heavy and it knocking the stroller down on the ground. So
yeah,
you get home, you want to wipe it down with Clorox wipes and spray it with Lysol, but it wears it and tears on your bag over time. So we decided, first we looked for the item on Amazon, different Google searches, and there's nothing out there.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
okay, Tam brought this idea to me, and I said, yeah, you know what? Let's go into business and
yeah.
let's make it.
Hey, and anybody knows, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tam, if anybody knows that a woman don't want to put her purse down on the floor anywhere, as much as they pay for that purse, they're gonna try to find somewhere to hang it, not put it on the floor. So, I, right, am I right?
You're so right.
Yeah.
And statistically, just to state some facts, there are more germs on the bottom of our bags than on a public toilet seat. And so
Uh,
letting that sit and resonating for a second,
yeah.
it's not about being a germaphobe. It's just we put our bags everywhere, just put it down or what have you. Then some people bring it back home to their personal space and put it on their countertops from
Yeah.
eat or on their beds from where
Yeah.
they lay their head.
Yeah.
Traveling through
Yeah.
that airport, what do you come across? The conveyor belt or,
Right.
or the floor of the airplane, and then you
Right.
taking it back to your hotel room and putting it on your bed. So
Yeah.
it's just the transfer of germs, literally. And
Yeah.
we can cut down and cut back on that.
Look, I'm starting to itch a little bit. Hold on a second.
It doesn't matter if your bag is $5 or $4,000.
Right.
It
Yeah.
is your personal property that
Yeah.
cannot keep getting wiped with Lysol and
Yeah.
wipes because it'll damage the leather. So
Right. Yeah. The resale value on them things, man. You got,
we have to preserve our bags, right?
yeah. So that's an aha moment for you. You say, look, we're in COVID. I'm tired of putting my back. So how long were you struggling with this? So he said you had this idea for a while, and this is what I'm talking about when we talk about the momentum shift. There's that thing that we know we must do. It's given to us, right? It's given to us to do. It's our dream. And for some reason, we keep pushing it away and we don't go after it. How long have you had this dream or this idea to create the Pocketbook Protector?
Yeah, so I didn't know what it was called at the time. I
All
just knew
right.
I needed something to cover my bag. And it was probably about 5 years prior to the pandemic.
Okay.
So this wasn't something that just came about and thought of,
Right.
oh, how can we create a business? No, this was something that I was looking for. And then during the pandemic, I really revisited. And once Sean and I put our heads together and we started to take that first step forward into looking at how to create this product, how to get it out of our mind and to fruition, the ball just started rolling. So it really started with us just taking that first step forward. And I tell you, everything from there began to roll.
Yeah.
But it wasn't an overnight idea. It was
Right.
really an idea that kept tugging at my heartstring.
Yeah.
So if we did not do it, and believe me, I wouldn't do it with anyone else.
Okay.
But brother. So that's first. And
Yeah.
second, if we didn't do it, it would still be tugging at our heartstrings. And so that's when it's time to pivot.
Yeah.
And this is the time to do it now.
Yeah. It's so true. So true, right? So it's 5 years. It's in your heart. It's in your passions. It's came to you. So when it came to you, did you just dismiss it like, oh, they don't have any out there? It's like it never came to your mind like I need to create this, or did you say I need to create this and go
In the beginning, I started looking for it, and then I used to make jokes about it. Like, wouldn't it be so nice to have this? And I'm talking to people about it.
You just feed it to you.
We are the ones that's going to be the creators of it.
Right.
So I'm joking about it and saying it would be so nice to have something like this. Meanwhile, somebody could have taken the idea and had it with it. So
yeah.
From there, we got in touch with a consultant, Lisa Ascalise, and the ball started rolling. And that's when we knew we had something that other people could benefit from. So if I was looking for it and Sean was looking for it in different capacity for his baby bag, then we knew other people were actually interested in something like this.
Okay. So Sean, you say, so were you on board with the product or were you on board with just being an entrepreneur?
So I was trying to get into entrepreneurship for a good while. And I visited and started researching some different franchises. And at the time, one of the deals that I was working on fell through, and I had some resources. And Tim said, you know what? I have this idea. What do you think about this item? We didn't have a name for it at the time.
Right.
So that's a pretty good idea. But how do we start?
Got you.
How do we, what's the next step? What do you do? We had no clue. And God brought us Lisa Ascalise, and the rest is history.
Yeah. How long did it take you to connect with Lisa?
And so during the pandemic, 2020, I made a commitment to myself that I was going to be more involved in women empowerment things.
Okay.
Trying to build myself up. And we were in a state of, the world was in a state of high confusion, right? So I was on a women's empowerment, and then I heard Lisa speaking, the inventress, and that's how I got connected with her. And I took the first step by calling her, and then from there, you know, Sean and I connected, and we moved the needle forward, if you wanted to say. We began to execute and act on our idea, and I would say within 3 months, it became a reality. We were getting the prototype made, and it just seemed like the steps moved forward. But if we did not have a consultant, we would it may have taken us much longer to do it. But because we had a consultant to direct us in the right in the way that was right, it was better for us to be able to move forward more smoothly than us just trying to figure it out on our own.
Yeah, see, I like that. So for the listeners that are out there, what you just heard was she took action, right? And so not only did she take action, so were you a little scared? Because you did something that most people would go, okay, I have the number of somebody who could help me, but I don't know if I should call her. She might not answer my call. She might not return my call. She might not talk to me, whatever. She may not help me. She might think I'm crazy, but you made that call. And most people would make that call. There's a book that I read, and I love it. It's called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. And he talks about this thermostat that we have inside of us. And that thermostat is how we operate. And when we get to 72 degrees, it starts getting too warm. Whoa, I got to dial it back a little bit. I'm doing too much. Then if we get past that 72 degrees, we do everything we can to get it back below 72 so we can operate in that comfort zone. So during this 3 month time frame, when you had linked up with Lisa, at any point, did you say, it's moving too fast? Oh, wait a minute, this is doing too much. Oh, wait a minute, how much money is this going to be? Any of those moments be like, I don't know.
Absolutely. There was moments of doubt.
Yeah.
As with anything you do in life, doubt will creep in, but it's good that we had two people to kind of encourage each other.
Yeah.
And see the silver lining. This was something new, a new adventure per se, that we were stepping out on that we knew nothing about. But we did have some other people that she's worked with. Lisa's invented numerous amounts of inventions, and we were able to reach out and get encouragement there, and ultimately one step at a time, one day at a time, and we're here now.
Yeah. I think it's great because what people don't realize. So I talk about connection, right? I love connecting. People don't realize the power there is in connecting to living your dreams, being happy. I think that we're all connecting this puzzle that we have, right? It's a blank puzzle, but it starts with us, and we're the most important piece. And you guys seem to be pretty much connected, with who you are, where you want to go in life, because that's important because it allows you to connect to Lisa. Then it's allowed you to connect to those who are around Lisa and other people, and really be able to create this puzzle that you see where everybody's using the Pocketbook Protector to protect their bags, their purses, their all the various things. But it couldn't happen if you weren't connected with yourself. So talk to me about this connection that you have with yourself. Have you always been this dialed in to who you are and where you want to go, or does it come from your family feeding that to you, or what?
So I'll speak on that as well. Sean and I are educated. We have our degrees or advanced degrees or what have you. But at the same time, we have a great support system within our family, right?
Okay.
So our grandmother's legacy is that you reach back and you pull forward.
All right.
And you have no other choice but to take care of each other. And so
Gotcha.
that's where it goes back to where I said, I wouldn't have done this with anyone else but my brother, right?
Right.
Because we trust each other. No, we don't agree on everything, but
And
we
that's
know how to
good.
balance each other out. I'm the
Yeah.
older one. He thinks he can boss me around, but I just like,
Of course he can.
but we all know we're just kidding. We balance each other,
Yeah.
right? So we understand each other, and number one, first and foremost, we put God first, and we
Yeah.
trust each other.
Right.
And so our relationship is tight when it comes to that. But then our family and support system to build out from there, it is so strong. Everyone's so proud of us, and we're proud of ourselves for taking
Yeah.
that step forward and really looking back from where we started, where it was an idea, to actually creating that prototype, and the tears coming down my eyes when I saw that it left our head and it
Yeah.
actually came to fruition,
Right.
all the way to go into manufacturing, actually seeing this product actually created that we
Wow.
invented.
Yeah.
So it's been a long journey. But when you talk about the support system that we had, that we have had always had,
Yeah.
it's in our foundation. It's in our DNA of how we want to move forward. So our strength comes from within. We
Yeah.
are self-motivated, and
Okay.
we look at it as we have no other choice. We
Right.
have others coming after us, right?
Yeah.
That we
Yeah.
have to continue to pave the path for.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Sean, you're a father, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you know,
Mm.
right? You setting the tone, right? You setting the pace.
Yeah.
Big picture right there. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you a mom?
I am.
All
I
right,
am.
both of you. So yeah, congratulations to both of you. Yeah, that's
Mm.
huge,
Yeah.
right? How can you lead your family if you don't know where you want to go?
Exactly.
Yeah. So talk to me. I know she's big sis, right? I know she's big sis. Have there been moments where you like, I don't think you go in the right direction, sis. This is the way we need to go, and she don't listen to you? Because I know how my sister and I, I get it,
No, it's been very, very collaborative. We bounced ideas off each other. Um, you know, we've been able to take chances.
Yeah.
And you know, this year we've ventured out to a lot of shows. Some went well, some not so well, but
Right.
it's learning experiences, and you know, ultimately we're shaping and molding our market, and we're you know we're growing in this business, and
Yeah.
it's been a great journey, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like she said, I wouldn't do this business venture with anyone else.
Are you feeling stuck, dreaming of a life beyond your current boundaries? I'm C. Eric Collier, and I've been where you are. Now, as an international speaker, 3-time international best-selling co-author, veteran, and the host of the Momentum Shift podcast and radio show, I've dedicated my life to helping people just like yourself embark on a transformative journey to unlocking your inner greatness. With my wealth of experience and a proven track record, I guide individuals to break through barriers and create life-changing momentum shifts. Having been featured in news and magazine articles, on television shows, and spoken on stages like the National Press Club and Columbia University, my message has inspired people worldwide to turn the impossible into possible. On my show, the Momentum Shift podcast and radio show, I'm committed to sparking a movement that empowers others to shift momentum in their lives, offering motivational insights, interviews, and thought-provoking discussions. If you are ready to redefine what's possible and unlock your potential, then subscribe to my mailing list for exclusive content and updates. Join a community of motivated individuals just like yourself on the path to greatness. Subscribe now and transform your life at CEricCollier.com. I love it, man.
It's great.
I love that connection right there. That's beautiful. I love that. That's big. I'm big on family, man. Big on family. So that's something I try to teach my three. I've got 3 kids, and that was the toughest thing I had to teach them growing up. Look, if anybody will ever have your back, it's one of these two right here. You know, they're gonna
Absolutely.
have your back. It's gonna no matter what. I don't care how much you argue, fight, and fuss, but they're gonna always have your back. These friends out here, you might not ever see them. You never know. So I love that. I love that.
We
So
we do have another brother. He's in the name of our company. It's
yeah,
TJ and Company. So Tamara, Sean, and Jonathan. But
okay.
we just put him as an honorary member because we couldn't leave him out because he is our brother and we all
Got
stick
you.
together.
Hey, sometimes we just got to get him. We got to bring him along, right? I think he's the youngest.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's how we roll. That's how we roll. We got my sister and then me and my younger brother. So he's saying, "Look, man, just come on." But now he does a lot of talking. Before he wouldn't talk. We used to talk for him. But yeah, that's cool, man. That connection right there. I love it.
Yeah.
So as entrepreneurs, what are some of the challenges that I mean, you've gone in and you've seen your stuff manufactured. And now, did I take it? Do you still connect with Lisa a lot as much as you did? Or she's like, look, go out there, try, fail, see what happens, and then come back and tell me about it and we can work through it.
So she's still very much active in our business.
Okay.
She helps guide us and helps give us ideas for marketing. Yes, it's a journey. It's not a overnight. Uh,
What? You mean it don't work like that? Y'all didn't become billionaires overnight?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
You have to keep your feet to the fire.
Yeah. I like the shows, where you see the Shark Tanks and you see there's another show I used to watch with Marcus Lemonis with he always talk people, products, and processes. And so when you talk about going into the manufacturer and you see your idea, your dream come to fruition, I mean, wow, what's the adrenaline rush? I mean, hey, talk to me about the rush that you got from there. I mean, I know the tears flowed, but talk to me about the responsibility that hits you and all that. You know what I mean? The aha from that.
So the aha moment was when not only was our family purchasing from us, when our first customer actually purchased from us, right? That was the
Okay.
first aha moment. It was like someone out there, they need this product as well, not just
Uh,
your family, because your
yeah.
family's always going to support you. But
Yeah.
when that stranger comes up and they are just as excited about your product as you are
Yeah.
because you have solved a solution and they realize that they have a need for it as well.
Yeah.
And so when we did our first vendor show and we actually sold out, it was like our
Oh,
pre-launch
wow.
show and we sold out. That was like an amazing feeling
Wow.
for Sean and I
Yeah.
because it was our first time hitting the market. And, this is an education thing
Yeah.
because it's not out there. So
Right.
we're prepping the market. We're actually talking about, germs and
Yeah.
what the need is for this product. So from there, and then the next step is just going along the way. And really each step of the way is different, right? Because you have your you have to bring it to market,
Right.
create, and then now you have marketing and each step of the way has had its challenges,
Yeah.
but the reward of it is just seeing that we have it here
Yeah.
and we brought it to the market and the response that people are having with our product
Yeah.
rather.
All right. So talk to me. Who's the person that's going to show up in the restaurant or show up on a site and just go, oh, I can't put my bag down here. Where is my pocketbook protector?
Actually, I was walking through the mall the other day.
Yeah.
I was walking through Cherry Hill Mall,
I
and
love
I seen another vendor, and people can support your business,
Yeah.
but when you see them out in public and they're using the product,
Yeah.
I walked through the mall and I seen my product on somebody's bag.
Wow.
It's like, wow.
Wow. You take a picture with them?
I took a picture when they purchased it.
Yeah, yeah, that's what's up, man. That's it. Hey, do you know I'm part of that? This is my company. Hello.
Yeah, so
Hey,
it's a good feeling to just
yeah,
see it in use.
that's
Yeah.
big, man. So talk to me about the freedom that you have as you chase your dream and you're no longer fighting to figure out what you want to do, you already know what you want to do now. And you know, every day you get up, it's driven, it's driving your day. Talk to me about the freedom that you have in that.
No longer feel like you're in bondage to someone else, right?
Yeah.
You're creating your own destiny, but you're also living in it and you're fulfilling your purpose. You feel like it's bigger than you. And
There we go.
or bigger than me, right? Or bigger
Yeah.
than Sean. So
Okay.
you're here living out your dream, but also walking in your purpose. And we are faith filled. So, every day is if we can just show up and be the best person that we were designed to be,
There.
that's why we're here. And so that motivation, one, you need to be so self-motivated. Two, yes, you do need the capital to move forward, right? This is not an easy journey or what have you.
Right.
Together, we're very dedicated to the why behind what we're doing every day.
Okay. I like that. Sean, you good on that? You want to elaborate? You want to add to
Absolutely. That's the truth. And its legacy is, being able to pass them down to the rest of the family, to the next generation,
Yeah.
and show them our patents. It's not everybody has an opportunity to say, look, we own this patent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. Not selling somebody else's product. This is ours. Yeah.
Right.
Oh man, yeah, that's huge, man. It is huge. I think it's big when you talk about walking in your purpose, and and that's huge because many people will say, I don't even know what I can do. They don't take the time out to sit there and think about that. Do you go through a routine in the morning when you get up, or even in the evening, where you kind of connect with who you are and kind of reset?
Yeah, my routine is before my feet hit the ground, I pray. And, I just thank God for, the blessing, because this is not easy. And, things could have went a totally different way, right?
Right.
But, we thank God for the little victories and, start our day right.
Yeah, I like that. You the same on that one, Tam?
Read the Bible. I get my Bible verse for the day.
Yeah.
That's how I start out my day. And it's just giving thanks to where, waking us up for the day. For
That's
this
a
moment.
huge one, right?
Yes.
Many people missing that opportunity. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also self-care. And so
Yeah.
trying to fit in working out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right now is the best time for me is in the morning. So just trying to fit that into my daily
Right.
schedule and adjust. So
I
yeah.
tell people all the time, that's the best time to connect with me because there's nobody getting up when I get up in the morning. It's just me. And I can get up and do whatever I need to do without phone call interruptions, without having to go get groceries out the car, without having to, whatever. I got 6 grandkids now, so, you know,
Wow.
not having to be on pop duty, just that's the way to get it. I tell people, so many times, so many years. So this momentum shift started for me as a father of three, a husband, and I really didn't know where I wanted to go, didn't have a clue. I didn't believe in myself, abilities and things like that. So when you talk about knowing what your purpose is, I was lost. And somebody woke me up to the fact that I could change things. But a lot of the phrases that I used were, I don't have, it's not the right time, I don't have time, right? I don't have the resources, all these different things. And it kind of it created the life that I didn't want, right? Because I what I say is I sold myself everything that I was telling myself, right? And so it kept me stuck. So how do you keep yourself going? Or are you an affirmations type? Do you read a lot? What videos? What is it that you do to keep yourself sing, poetry? What is it that you do to really keep yourself in a positive mindset and flowing?
For me, it's that toddler.
The
She,
toddler.
she doesn't let me rest. Keeps me on my toes day in and day out.
Yeah.
But all jokes
That's your
aside,
fitness, your fitness help as well, right?
Absolutely.
How old is
Yeah,
she? Is she playing the food game yet?
she's 4.
She's
She's
four.
4. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we always talked about that food game. So they run to your plate, eat everything. They run to the mom's plate, eat everything. They won't touch their plate, but you won't eat their food because it's no. How
Yeah.
about you, Tam? How do you keep yourself going?
Affirmations, definitely looking at I listen to podcasts, so I listen to them as I'm driving, but motivational things,
Yeah,
I do a lot of driving during the day, so that's a way. I don't even turn on the radio.
I
That's what
like
I
it.
listen to, a lot of those things
Yeah,
that to keep me uplifted, keep pouring positivity in me,
right.
and walking in that. Yeah. So
Yeah,
getting
I'm with.
excited. And also my sister groups, right? So I have
Yeah,
circles, and we motivate each other by sending out little phrases or
yeah.
songs or whatever it is. So
Okay. Yeah, you got to have that, right? But I'm with you on that. There's some things you have to cut out. There's some things you have to change to make some difference in your life. And I tell people all the time. I went to what Les Brown called Automobile University, and I would run around. I don't know how old you guys are, but I used to run around with 2 packs of Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Les Brown's cassette tapes, and I would
Hmm.
put them in my car. And that's what I would listen to. I would shut the radio down. I would listen to that all the time. And that's what I did, man. And you have to do that because this right here, I always tell people as well, one of the biggest tricks that the mind will ever pull on you is convincing you that your greatness doesn't exist. And when you fall for it, man, you miss out. So you have to feed yourself the positive affirmations. You have to feed. Muhammad Ali was the best one of them, right? I am the greatest of all time. What nobody saying that, right? They've been humble. I'm good, right? That's that. What are you holding yourself back? I am the greatest of all time. No weapon formed against me ever prosper. That's something that you had to come. I had to come to grips with. That I have this greatness in me. How did you, when was it for you that you actually, or have you grasped that yet, that I am the greatest? I have greatness in me because come from the great creator. How long does it take you to actually grasp that? Did I ask that question right? I don't know. I want to confuse you nothing. I
no,
got I kind of get to babbling sometimes.
you did. I'll answer that. It's funny. There are pivotal moments in your life that you remember how God moved and how
Uh,
he brought you from nothing and how he has truly blessed your life. And when
yeah.
I just think back to there are moments in my life that I know it was nothing but God, right? And so I know those moments keep me going, and journaling has helped me as well to remind
Okay.
me to look back to say, remember where you were when you were in that dark place? Because we've all been
Yeah.
in a place before that did not feel so good. And
Right.
so when we are in our happy place or those happy moments and we think back to where we were and how God has brought us through, all you can say is thank you, Lord. And all you can from there is say, look at what God has done. And I know he has greatness ahead for me. We're still walking in it and still continue in it. But that's the motivation behind it, to say he's not going to let me fail.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a big one to come to grips with, right?
It
Yeah,
is. It
because
is.
there's so many times you want to be right. You don't want to make a mistake. And so you think every time you don't get the results that you wanted, oh, I'm a failure. It's the worst thing ever. But it's just a stepping stone to something great, right? How about you, Sean? How do you view failures or when you don't get the results? How do you bounce back?
It's a lesson, you
Yeah,
know. Take the lesson and keep going. Our family is self-motivated.
yeah,
So, you know, nothing comes easy in life.
right.
You have to take the steps, learn the lessons, move through that process, and you're gonna get some wins. You
Yeah,
may experience some losses,
right.
ultimately, when you look back on where you came from, you see that you progress slowly but steady.
Yeah.
And our progression with this product was, you know, holding that final product, you know, that in the box with the packaging, and we were like, wow, you know, it's no longer an idea.
Yeah.
It's it's real. It's happened. Like
Yeah. How many designs did you go through before you actually said, "Oh, this is the one"?
oh man, so many. We had our first put it like the prototype was a hot mess.
Would it look like a bowling bag ball or a bowling ball bag?
Let's just be thankful that we have the final product.
Drawing, we can't draw.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
In it, and we can't sketch.
Yeah. You're like, oh, this is a great idea. I can't wait till it comes out. You're like, what in the world is that?
But we became resourceful.
That's cool,
We
man.
did. We became
Yeah.
resourceful.
So has it been anytime when you go and you look back and and where you look back and you thought to yourself, man, this was crazy, but it's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, that was the feeling.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And now, talk to me about your mom and dad when you brought it to them. So are they entrepreneur minds as well, or were they like, you need to get jobs and you'll be okay? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so my mom is definitely supportive. You know, we passed the idea. You know, we socialized the idea uh amongst our family and our friends, our close friends. You
Yeah.
know, um, obviously when we started the process, and you know, we got buy-in and support. Just to make sure that we're not, you know, oh, we have this idea and we're the only one that think that is, you know, something useful.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had great support from our family, our friends, and our network. And, you know, our mom actually helps us at the vendor shows. So
Okay, cool. That's
it's
cool, man.
really
I
a
like that.
family affair.
Yeah, that's cool, man. It's always great to have that supportive mom. They always talk, my mom always talks about, a mother and her cub. You can't get in the middle of it, can't get in the way of it. You got to, get out the way because mom will always protect her cubs. She will always be there. I love it, man. So I don't know about y'all though. Anybody ever come home and go, Mom, what you cooking? And she's like, I don't cook no more. See, that hurt my heart. I don't know about y'all. That hurt my heart when I came home. My mom said, I don't cook no more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I had a big connection with mom.
yeah,
So
yeah. We do a lot in the kitchen. Her and
yeah,
I.
that's cool,
We
man.
got curries in the kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So are you guys competitive with each other?
Not really.
No?
Supportive, collaborative, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. All right, just checking.
Competitive
Just check.
individually, yes. I'm competitive by nature,
Okay.
but
All right.
not against each other.
Yeah.
We
All right.
support each other. How
Yeah.
can we do this together? What have
Yeah.
you? But
Gotcha.
by nature, I'm competitive.
You competitive, like, look. I like it though, but you have to have that, right? Because if the both of you were kind of just nah, you know what I mean? It wouldn't work, right? Because every time he came up with a great idea, you would say, "Oh, that's a great idea," and we just go with it, right? You got to have a little bit of, now, somebody to step up and go, "Nah, I think we need to go this way." I'm learning some things about people and connecting, right? And how you connect and the way that you connect. So I think it's very important that we know how each of us operate. So when you look at the two of you and you're looking at where you're going with this product, what's next for you?
The next step is a new product line.
Okay.
We're in the midst of launching a larger size
Okay.
and just keeping it going. This is a journey.
So it's going suitcase size?
Not so big, but more of a overnight duffel,
Okay.
Like
All right.
a weekender.
Yeah. So
Okay.
right
Cool.
now, right now, the largest size that it would fit upon is like a tote like this size.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's the vinyl at the bottom. This is the reusable.
Yeah.
But to go to like a weekender duffel bag, that's the next size up that
Right.
getting interest in and requests for. So
And I did see the video that it is waterproof.
yeah, on the bottom because of the
Or
I
water
like
resistant. We like to say
water
water resistant.
water resistant. Yeah, I don't think anything's waterproof. Water
yeah,
resistant.
merge it and water.
You're right. 600 meters below. No, no,
Can't
no.
help it.
Yeah, I love what you're doing. I like it. And so, like I said, so you said what's next? You got a new product line, and any shows you got coming up?
We do. We're actually laying out our shows for 2024, but this weekend we will be at the Cherry Hill Mall as vendors, showcasing our product and selling, getting ready for the holiday season. Um,
Okay.
as well as where we're trying to get into now is Black Enterprise magazine. That's
Oh yeah.
going to be featured in, as well
Okay.
as Target, the store,
Okay.
in the big box stores. We're trying to penetrate into that market next.
Okay.
So
When
and
when you going on Shark
Shark
Tank? When you
Tank,
going
so
on
that's the next step as well.
there?
Sales are increasing. We're getting
Yeah,
everything ready to be ready to be on the show. We
I
know it
love it.
takes a little bit of time once you apply,
Yeah.
but we're getting ready for that.
I'm,
So
I'm excited about that. I think whenever I think about the Shark Tank, Damon John, I always wish your proof of concept. And that's where them sales, right? Got to get those sales. I love it. So where can they connect with you?
On our website at pocketbookprotector.com
Okay.
or uh, at a vendor show.
I had to finish
Follow
up.
us on Instagram or
Okay.
social media. We have a YouTube site also.
All right.
And all the links are on our website from pocketbookprotector.com.
Okay. Cool deal. Anything that we might have left out that you'd like to leave the audience with today?
Keeping it clean and classy.
Keep.
purchase on our website as well.
All right.
And it comes in black, navy, champagne, and
All
gray,
right.
disposable and reusable. So
All
protect
right.
the bottom of your bag.
Cool. And keep it clean and classy with the
Yeah.
Pocketbook Protector. I love it, man. Tamara, Sean, man, I really enjoyed this conversation. You guys are awesome. I love the creativity, the mindset, and I love the fact that you shifted momentum. The funny thing is, you just talked about and you were joking about this product, but what you were doing was bringing it to fruition, and you were talking to yourself and you were giving yourself the idea what you needed to do to make it happen. So I love that you followed your dream, you stepped into your purpose, and you're moving forward and you're creating that legacy. So keep doing what you're doing because you're definitely momentum shifters. I love it. Thank you for joining me. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Momentum Shift podcast and radio show. The show designed to get you moving so you can get results and turn the impossible into possible. I'm Eric Collier, the mayor of motivation. And I want to thank you for joining me. Tamara, Sean Turman, keep pushing because nobody else is going to do it for you. Take care. Because I'm somebody who believes that the largest gap an individual will face is the gap that stands between where they are now and what they could become. So the question becomes, are you willing to climb? The greatest trick the mind will ever pull is convincing you that your greatness does not exist. Mama used to say, she said, Eric, what you do in the dark will come out in the light. And she means that you reap what you sow. You get what you put in. And so you got to put the work in. Why? Because you're going to step your game up and tap into that untapped potential of yours and become the greatest person that you can possibly become. I woke up, I was about to lose everything. And so my wife was about to leave me, and that meant my 3 children were going to be gone, which really hurt me because I would fall short on a promise to my kids where I told them that I was their father. nobody would ever be in the house taking care of them. Nobody would be responsible for them. They never had to worry about calling anybody daddy but me. Momentum shift. When you get stuck, you got to find a way to get going. And that is all about elevating your performance. You have to realize that high-level results are not products of low-level effort. So you got to step your game up. So you get stuck, you got to get yourself moving. And when you're down in the dumps, you're the only one that's going to be there. So you got to be your own hype man. What happens is when you don't realize that you have all that you ever need to create the life that you want to live, you're missing out. You're standing at the base of that mountain thinking and hoping somebody's going to save you when all you got to do is take action. Theodore Roosevelt said, he said that the credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena with their face marred in dust with sweat and blood. You got to get in the arena, claim your moment, take the opportunity to take your shot. Then when you're in that arena, think about this. I got to step my game up.
Eric's message was extremely powerful.
The power of overcoming is not just connected to you. You're rising because the people behind you are counting on you. Thank you. Thank you, Eric.
Are you feeling stuck, dreaming of a life beyond your current boundaries? I'm C. Eric Collier, and I've been where you are. Now, as an international speaker, 3-time international best-selling co-author, veteran, and the host of the Momentum Shift podcast and radio show, I've dedicated my life to helping people just like yourself embark on a transformative journey to unlocking your inner greatness. With my wealth of experience and a proven track record, I guide individuals to break through barriers and create life-changing momentum shifts. Having been featured in news and magazine articles, on television shows, and spoken on stages like the National Press Club and Columbia University, my message has inspired people worldwide to turn the impossible into possible. On my show, the Momentum Shift podcast and radio show, I'm committed to sparking a movement that empowers others to shift momentum in their lives, offering motivational insights, interviews, and thought-provoking discussions. If you are ready to redefine what's possible and unlock your potential, then subscribe to my mailing list for exclusive content and updates. Join a community of motivated individuals just like yourself on the path to greatness. Subscribe now and transform your life at CEricCollier.com. That's CEricCollier.com.
Thank you for joining The Momentum Shift, a show bringing you interviews and stories of incredible people to help you get inspired, get moving, and get results to ultimately create the life-changing momentum shift that will improve your life. Join host Eric Collier, the mayor of motivation and mental quicksand expert, every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern for The Momentum Shift, the show and change you've been looking for.